And fear and greed's down in the cellar tonight. Retail's crying in the pickup, swearing they sold at the top. Whales scoop the silence, institutions wait behind closed doors. I'm nursing a warm beer in a ledger that don't add up no more.
Rolled a high in October's dust, boots kicking gravel, sky and trust. ETF boys slam the barn door shut, cash running out like a late summer rain. Left me standing in the cold with a wallet full of ghosts, heart full of pain. But I'm still in the game.
Fear and greed's down in the cellar tonight. Retail's crying in the pickup, swearing they sold at the top. Whales scoop the silence, institutions wait behind closed doors. I'm nursing a warm beer in a ledger that don't add up no more. Smart money's buying the dip with a grin. Son, this is who we are. Hold on, cowboy. The rodeo ain't over. Alcorn darlings turned their backs on me. Solana's dancing with somebody new. Dogs, corns howling at a moon that ain't rising deep. Five boys lost their boots in the mud. Heard a rumor about a government shutdown. Taxman coming to settle the score.
Praying to the 200 angel just to keep me above the floor.
Cellar tonight. Retail's crying in the pickup, swearing they sold at the top. A whale scooped the silence, institutions wink behind closed doors. I'm nursing a warm beer in a ledger that don't add up no more. Yo, it's Road Dawg Crypto, here to make you move. Why you ain't hitting that like? What you gotta prove? Show some love, hit that button, let's go. Ooh, subscribe, let's roll. Subscribe, let's roll. Charts on the wall like a cowboy's pride. Bull runs coming, watch me take that ride. Fibonacci style, got the groove in my bones. Teaching the code from dusty old songs. No fee to learn, it's free like the road. But hit that like, don't leave me in cold. Boots on the gas, algorithms alive. Let's get this channel 255. Why you not hitting that like button? Road Dawg Crypto tracks keep running and subscribe. Show that love, don't be frontin'. Fibonacci flow, yeah, the charts are jumping. Golden ratio like the sun on high. Crypto waves rolling under wide blue sky. Fiddle and steel meet the digital beat. Telecast a twang, can't keep your seat. Road dogs preaching from the neon barn. Show me that thumbs up, sound the alarm. Ooh, love you, boy. Record scratch in the mix, pure joy. Raise your phone, let the chorus play. Road Dawg Crypto, lead the way. Why you not hitting that like button? Road Dawg Crypto's knowledge hitting something. Hit subscribe, show some love, don't be frontin'. Fibonacci flow, watch the charts bumping. Ride that bull, don't you fade away. Tell the twang echoes, the dog don't play. Yeehaw, hit that like today. roads, headlights cut through the rain. Radio preaching salvation, but the signal was faint. One bar on the screen, one prayer in the dark. Bitcoin and Jesus both left their mark. Hold me like a legend, ride me in a chain. Bitcoin and Jesus pull me through the pain. Hold me like a legend when the market's on fire. Bitcoin and Jesus lift me high. Hold me like a legend till the morning light. Bitcoin and Jesus make it right. I was buried in debt, 6 figures deep. Truck on blocks, couldn't make the leap. One click in the storm, one set in the night. Bitcoin and Jesus both changed the fight. No preacher in the pulpit, no bank on the phone, just a screen and a prayer. And I wasn't alone, I was lost on the back roads. Headlights cut through the rain. Radio preaching salvation, but the signal was faint. One more on the screen, one prayer in the dark. Bitcoin and Jesus both left their mark. Hold me like a legend, ride me in a chain. Bitcoin and Jesus pull me through the pain. Hold me like a legend when the market's on fire. Bitcoin and Jesus lift me high. Hold me like a legend till the morning light. Bitcoin and Jesus make it right.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the sacred ceremony of the ringing of the cowbell. Grab your ding-a-lings and join along. The ringing of this hour cowbell ceremony is now completed. Thank you for your participation. Have you been drinking tonight? Thank you for your participation.
He can't say it. He can't say it.
Participation.
Huh.
Yo, it's Road Dawg Crypto, here to make you move.
While we await
Why
the
you ain't
village
hitting that
idiot to hit the
like
button to take
what you
us to the
gotta
next scene and
prove?
introduce our techie host for
Show some
tonight,
love, hit that
while let the
button,
cat
let's
slip
go.
out, all the techies slip out of the bag, you will be presented by a techie tonight.
Charts on the wall like a cowboy's pride.
Poor boy don't
More
know.
rounds coming, watch me take that ride.
Only
Flipping
10
nice
or
style, got the flow in my
11
bones.
more
I'm
days
teaching
for
y'all
him.
game, no need to atone, no need to pay.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
Well, crispy chicken, where'd you come from? I don't know what was going on there. Welcome, everyone, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, frogs and squirrels to Late Night Crypto with Road Dawg, where we take a look at the charts and try to have some fun doing it, looking at Bitcoin, taking a look at the indices, rolling over into some altcoins, discussing the topics that are current in the market, and clicking in on you guys every now and then, see what's going on there. We let you guys kind of drive the direction of the show a little bit there. Happens a lot. Squirrel! Welcome to Late Night Crypto with Road Dawg. We're sitting here looking at the daily crypto bubbles here. Mixed bag going on. Altcoins. Yeah. You know something? You know what? We are 1 week over the 4-year completion since the last cycle top. Just letting you guys know that. As of November 7th, that was the 1-year anniversary of our last year's cycle top. 4 years already done. Wow. How'd you guys do, Lambos? Yeah. Somehow, instead of this point of the market being where everything's like going up like that, somehow we had a reverse wedgie there, and everything was kind of just slowly bled out. That's especially true for altcoins. Can't dispute that fact. Wow. And I guess we got some charts to look at and talk about Bitcoin and what it's doing over here on the weekly. I'm not on the weekly just yet. right here, I took this trend line here to the last little areas that we had and ran it down. We were bouncing off of these yellow lines are 618 Fibonacci areas, right? Yeah. So that looked great for support, and it was good for support. And of course, we saw that price came back, and well, it tried to catch here last night on. Why was the screen so jerky? Beef jerky. Right here on the 618 fib from this high to this low to that high, right? And so far, so good. Bumped its head over here on other resistance areas. We're hoping it could get up to 97, and it didn't. Instead, it came down back to this 618 Fibonacci. Like, okay, yeah. Okay, you're going for a double bottom, and started going a little bit lower. It ended up coming back down to the perfectly of this trend line that we drew. Connecting dots from further back. When we zoom out, we'll probably see it a little bit more clear. And we got a bounce from there. Now, at this point in the game, I'm sitting there going, I just don't have the conviction. I just don't have the conviction for you. So I don't have any great tales of saying, man, I just nailed that little sucker, because I'm sitting there going, oh, Jesus. We're getting ready to drop down to that 84,000 382 Fibonacci. Is that what we're doing? So people shorting were probably disappointed with this little squeeze up, but it's something, right? It's a something for us, right? Right now, we can clear this little guy out right there, and we can come up here on this 1 hour time frame. Go from swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. Let's gauge you. How have you done? You got past our 0.5. Check that off our box. So got past our 0.5. That's excelente. We want that. Now we can hold up above there. We got a shot of something going on. Are you trying to get me, boy, turkey? There's a chance that this area at this bigger 382 can hold for us, and especially since we're playing games over here. But gosh darn it, isn't it playing games though? Now are we going to an all-time high? That I don't have a clue. I mean, according to the cycle theory, we're past our expiration date already, and that 126 might have been it. Which, that's not bad for Bitcoin. It doubled up from its all-time high last cycle, but for altcoins, what the hell was that train wreck that just kind of still, my portfolio is still like in ICU? Any of those long-term holds, spot holds, things those long-term plays that you're looking at them and like, hey man, I know I got you at some low bottom prices. And how are you lower now? How'd that be? That'd be a mystery to me. Why are you going down in value over the past 4 years? That'd be crazy, y'all. And I think they ought to account for that. They needed to account for that. So we'll take a look at our altcoin indices and see how they're faring, if we might get a little pump from there too. So I don't know. So you got a lot of people in the market. Some say, hey man, bear market's here. This is it. I got to say, if it is, they're doing a better job of calling it early than what they did last cycle, because last cycle nobody wanted to believe it until there's only a few outliers, but they were resistant that it's a bear market like the last time too. So nobody kind of discounted them. Everybody was calling for it's 100,000. Mr. X says it's going to 100,000. Yeah, and there you are, a big boy. A bold proclamation by a big YouTuber right that day said, Bitcoin's never going below 47,000. Not going to do it. Talk about not capitulating, but then at a very low, that's when things get to you, though. So that's why people do it, because it gets putting the thumb screws on you, right? Start feeling the thumb screws coming when Bitcoin was dumping down below this area, because them altcoins got moolah. I felt like they were getting moolah bears. I put a lot of stop losses out at that point. Some of them got hit, so some of them didn't. They're still doing good. But taking a de-risking opportunity there that apparently may not have even been needed so far. They're so good. Gosh darn it, the market makers are so good at what they do, especially on a Sunday. Always on a Sunday. Sundays has got to be one of the scariest nights to trade. Now, for them doing on Sunday, it kind of came early, though, I thought. I was more expecting like after the show tonight, around 3 a.m, we start saying, "Oh God, what's that?" Might still do it. Who knows? Anyway, let's take a look at Bitcoin here on the 1 hour. Now we're up at the 618 Fibonacci, known place for resistance. It's why it's one of our main targets to take profits at. But we've been testing this for about 4 hours now. And that blue line that you see wiggling right across the screen there, well, that's the 50 moving average. So we need to get past that one. We need to get past the 50 moving average. Do that, we might be on to something. How many attempts do we need to get past it? Well, my rules are basically, we didn't bump our head and fall down over here. We actually went through it over here before. Mouse, you're getting on my nerves, man. Is it time for a new computer or what happened here? Young Australians' biggest financial regret, ignoring Bitcoin at 400. Well, me too. I think a lot of us could probably say that, dumbass. I don't know what happened here? What? Did we just lose our... And we're back. All right, Mercury in retrograde, ladies and gentlemen. Right there is a great example of that. We're still on the 1 hour time frame. All right. So we're talking about this 50 moving average here. But the last time that we did it, we didn't bump our head and fall over and roll over immediately. We did get up above it and then lost it, right? It tells me that, well, you've already poked your head through it one time. It shouldn't be that hard for you to poke your head through it this time, too. So come on. But grow a pair and just go ahead and stomp through that. And so maybe it will. Maybe it hopefully will. We'd like to see that. Let's see if we can come down to the smaller time frame, like the 15-minute, and adjust our trend line here, because I think we got something. We got touch points down here. It leveled out a little bit, right? It was more like this, and technically you would be right on it as a resistance area, but it's also, we can see them change their angles, right? And we got some wickage down here too, telling us that we got some anglage we can be working with over here, right? As she kind of forms her new channel and her new trajectory, but off to a pretty good start there. It has not quite taken out this high over here, though, or this high, or any of these other highs, and that's its mission right now. If we can see it complete that mission, well, that's a promising sign that maybe this was just part of that little flush out, and maybe there is something in store for Bitcoin. So a lot of people are thinking the bear market's here, and I was trying to get to the weekly chart over here. I guess that's where we should go right now, the weekly chart. And let's turn on our Christmas tree candles so that we can see it. And you see this 50 moving, because look at this. Here, can we get one that doesn't have it somewhere? Let's get the fib off. Here we go. See this blue line right here? That's the 50 moving average. Yeah. No bueno to have a candle below it at all. That's bear market kind of crap going on right there when you lose the 50. I mean, even back here, we didn't lose it, right? I mean, we wicked below it on the weekly, but, we closed candles above it. We weren't closing candles below it. But that would mean that this candle body right here did open below it. Okay, so do note that. Because that's what I think what we're looking at right now. This is when we opened another candle body below it, but we didn't reclaim it. We just did what bear markets did. We are kind of in a comparable situation as this over here, especially at the moving average. And, we got that little higher high there, and now we're down here. It wasn't until, and I think this is when the famous declaration was that we're never going to go see below 47,000 again or something crazy like that. And I think capitulation came over here for the one who said that before. It was a scary ass time. Then, of course, we had the total unwinding there with the SBF stuff, 3 Arrows Capital, all that good stuff. Just all that money unwinding. And wonder what ETFs are going to be like, What about these corporate treasuries are going to be like? Will there be any unwinding go on there? I mean, it's something we got to think about. Clearly, they've thought this through and have a better plan. But we don't know what some of them are going to do. Just got to keep that in mind. So here we are on the weekly. If I tighten up my trend line game, which I think that I should, well, I'll probably keep it for the Tyconology. We broke our main trend line. We also lost this 50 moving average here. The only chance we got is if this candle body opened below it, okay? And that's not very, not a good day unless it can close it above here to reclaim that 50. Maybe even just retest it and open a candle up above the trend line. Now we're starting to get into some hopium thinking here and, saying what we want to see instead of just realizing what's actually going on here. And we did lose it, okay? Scary, scary, scary. It's not looking good. Ichimoku Cloud looks kind of interesting, though. Like it's offering us a little bit of hope, but we're down here touching it. We don't need to touch it. It'll get the stank on us and it'll drag us under if we're not careful. This 84,000 area, this 100 moving average area, about $84,000. A lot of people are looking at that now. And I dare say the point below it, I think I've got it marked out here, 0.5 Fibonacci area, coming back over here at the ETF parts. Right there, about 70-something thousand. That's technically on the table, too. Anything along this bottom trend line technically is, but am I declaring that we're going down there? Why, no. But I'm curious to see what's going to go on. But as far as time goes, yeah, we ran out of time for that life-changing big spurt that we're all still kind of hoping for. And sad thing is, I think a lot of us are still licking our wounds from all that damn market activity because they played this. I think they played it kind of dirty. It feels like they played it kind of dirty. In retrospect, it feels like somebody was very savvy on seeing retail behavior and retail expectations, and especially the months that we should be going up, and they took full advantage of that on the selling to the down. So 4 years from the top, but yet the next halving will not happen until I think April of 2028. That seems like a long time, but that's. For me, that I don't think that the 4-year cycle is dead for that reason. I don't know what the 4-year cycle will look like, but I know every 4 years there's less and less Bitcoin, and that's going to increase. That's what's going to give us that continued curve up, right there in demand. That's what's going to help it keep going up, and so every 4 years. So you're never going to get away from that. So you can't deny and Bitcoin's tied to a 4-year cycle. Commodities are tied to cycles too, according to WD Gann, right? Some of them the 8-year cycle, some of them to 11, and just knowing that gives you an edge. And so I wouldn't dismiss that, but they won't behave the same way. They haven't really behaved the same way in any of them, have they? This bull cycle definitely is nothing like 2017. I guess that was just one of the rare gifts. And just slowly diminishing returns here. But meanwhile, the altcoins, oh my gosh. But take a look over here at this chart. So we lost our level over here on total 3. Sucks to be you. Oh gosh, I am you. We're looking at a possible channel idea there, and it was maintaining it nice. We got this falling wedge, break up, man. Maybe a retest. We got back into the pattern, that sucks. What are you doing? Is this going to be a little bear trap? We're going to bounce off this red line here. Those red lines are important. That's the hopeful scenario. We're doing a double bottom here. Well, we pull our fibs because I'm always pulling my fibs. We are at a 786 area, so yeah, we can catch something here. I'm going to move you. I'll move this little white line over there and recolor it. So we got a little something here on total 3 saying we could catch something. This could turn out to be a good week, and this was just a terrifying fake out again for Bitcoin that they do on a Sunday night. It's not like it's the first time ever. But are we naive to think about how long that this cycle could go on? Now that I don't know. Now I would think with global adoption that even with the 4-year cycle, we are looking at shorter bear markets and longer bull markets, although this cycle will probably be the first one to start establishing that because they've been shortening over the past cycles. So we're in an anomaly. It's anomalous. I wanted to use that word in my vocabulary today. Thank you for making dreams come true. Strike it off the bucket list, Sean. Anomaly. So curious to see what will happen here. See if we can come down to smaller time frames and get any kind of hit. But, you know, the big ones really rule out. Oh, they're looking kind of frisky, like they want to do something. They gave us a little W pattern, so that's a nice start. So these little W's, if you think about it in Elliott wave terms, you know, that's a nice little one wave, two wave, and you know you got, well, there should be some more waves, right? So that's the simplest way to say, well, we probably got some more room to come up. I'm just saying, that's an easy way to look at it. I mean, we can force feed this rising wedge happening here and call it a bear flag and all we want to, but yeah, maybe it will. Hey, I'm not gonna diss you, but to me, I'm seeing it overcome some levels. It'd be nice to have moving averages over here, but for some reason I don't. Oh snap! Don't remove the green line. I got to see across these X marks the spot trend lines right here that we got drawn from that big old falling wedgie. That might turn into something kind of nice, and I would look for this 982 if we can just get back above 918. We just need about $5 billion to come in the market tonight. Wonder if that could happen. I don't know. What are we looking like over here with this this USDC dominance? See how that dominance is taken up? Wow, man. So is that like everybody selling out in altcoin? It does have that, but now we've also got to account that now stable coins are taking up a lot of the space here. Stablecoin Bill, and I'm just reading about so many billions just recently added since the dip that we had on the 10th. The money's stablecoins coming in, and I think we'll continue to see this one. It's going to skew how that we normally read this, because usually, you know, that was the only choice that you had was to go into stablecoins over here, or you know, go in. You didn't see too much of that. The whales would bring some in, you know, about it. But now it's kind of, you know, a lot of places are being able to take stablecoin, or you're able to use your stablecoin and use it on your PayPal debit card, and you can do some things. You got more use cases for it, more demand for it, and it makes things easier too, right? I've used it several times just to go over and pay things through PayPal. Kind of cool. But it overall going up and curving to the upside. I don't know how reliable that one is, but usually when this is going up, it's not really good for Bitcoin and altcoins. But that one could be a little suspect. S&P 500, kind of watching them. Let's see what their kind of tricky tricks they're up to. They got a higher load there. They might be trying to pull out something kind of slick. But Bitcoin dominance over here, that's the one we got to keep our eye on. Now here we were going in this little, you know, where we drew the trend lines, right? Crazy how these trend lines work, and what becomes, you know, resistance, and we had support, and it went this little triangle thing, and now it's flirting with this line over here. Can't decide which side of it wants to be on. We need it to be on this lower side if we want to see anything come over altcoins, but you'd think it's getting bounced over there, we would see a little bit more love out of our altcoins, but not so much. Not so much, is it? Our altcoins, I think if we dial into others chart over here is a little bit better representation. Where am I on the weekly? Why am I on the weekly? I think I want to clear this out. I got too much crap going on there. This is the daily. Oh, but that's going to scare a lot of people right there. That big head and shoulders formation. It's tricky trying to get this trend line, I tell you that. Okay, I like that one since I got from down here. Bodies, and you got to this wick, and that other wick got it really nice. So I'm going to go with that, and did you get... Should be some bodies there. Did I nip them? Did we nip? No, that's good. Actually, okay, so I can say I went to bodies too. Okay, so I think I got a solid trend line there. And I check trend lines for things like that. I think if you do stuff like that, it makes you a little bit more accurate. Our moving averages here on the daily were below the 800, got the 600. I'm just looking at the order that they're in for the momentum. And we got a little range we can play around with here. What is that, about 20, $30 billion right there? How do we want to draw this little guy right here? Or we want to go take all the same colors right there together? Yes. So I'm trying to identify our channel and also trying to look at where, how that kind of, how it shapes up. Ooh, there we go. So it is broadening a little bit. It's a little bit more downward momentum than not. So it'd be cool if we can get some kind of bottoming pattern over here and get some support over here on the others. It can happen. We're at 786 fib area right there. Boom shakalaka. And right at the bottom of the trend line. So it's possible that we can be bouncing off of this area here and getting another little leg up. I don't know if we're going to make a higher high. I don't know what the hell to expect out of altcoins anymore. Being at the bottom of this trend line historically, though, once we can get out of this little zone, we can get a push up, and that's what we need to see out of altcoins. It'd be nice if we could just push up and invalidate this possible humongous, gigantic head and shoulders pattern, which I haven't seen one that pretty since YFI, and it did play out, by the way. It did. Now that's a top pattern looking sucker right there, and that looks scary AF. A little lower head over here. It doesn't have the greatest neckline on it. Well, yeah, I guess it does. It just hasn't really completed. And the way that I look at it, it's like once we get past 200 billion with this guy, that's where I'm seeing the neckline. I'm sure we can all argue about it in the chat, but that's what I'm looking at. This other you technically have. Now the other, what's the flip side of this is, we'll come down to, this was the top. Yeah, you got this opening expanding pattern, but we didn't even get up there last Christmas though at the tops. But that's following the old trend lines there. And this would probably be a little bit better representation there. Well, of course, you guys can also squeeze the tip and say, oh man, we're in this triangle, ready to break to the upside. Maybe. We invalidate this possible head and shoulders trying to form there. It hasn't validated yet. And all we got to do is knock out this high over here. So can you do that for us? Swing high to swing low, or you at where we need to go? That's at the 618. Look at you. What we need to see is an attempt to come over to get these little guys, get these levels. We can just see an opportunity over the next 60 days. So we go into the end of Q4 on year 4 of bull run. Woohoo! Been a lot of bull crap. I don't know about bull run, but there's been a lot of bull crap. That's a bull cheese. Bull cheese. So on the daily for others, what can we be doing? Momentum still looks good with our moving averages, but price is just not cooperating at the moment. But we do have the hope of coming back up at least up, gaining a few more billion back into the market. Will it be for a suckers rally? Well, maybe. Will we the suckers buying, or will we be the ones de-risking? What should we do? That's looking kind of scary, I gotta say. Let's go over to the weekly. What do you look like over here on the weekly for the others chart? How you looking over here? We're above the 200 on the weekly. We're below everything else is important, but we're above that 200. We got that going for us. Ain't nothing here to ride home about yet. We are down in the dumps here. Will they keep on dumping, or will we kind of level out and try to turn around? That's what we need to see over here on the weekly. I want to jiggle-jaggle over here to the daily, because why not? I'm not seeing very much love happen right now. I'm just not. I'm seeing us kind of go shaky here for a few days here on some of these minor altcoins, or the majority of altcoins. Gosh, I was hoping for some good news and can't find nothing. That sucks. I guess it's time we can come over to the chat so we don't have a big 3-hour stream going on. 23 people hanging out with me. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. You is kind, you is beautiful, you is special.
That's a rookie slip.
What are you saying, Nance here? All right. Jay Flores was first, bitches. Mr. C, hello, everyone. Ave Medina was third. This dude having trouble with his OBS. Sound, I think you got pills for that, mister. I think they got pills for that these days. Dave P, what's going on? Chris Clyde, PMO. Dave P says, go Eagles. And we got Floga's Angel saying, hey dog, I love your show. And I just say, hey. I love that comment. We got Road Glide in the house. How's it going, Road Glide? Jackson asked for Tao. I've got Tao on my list right here. Guess we can take a few requests in if you want to take a look at anything other than the typical things that I've been following over here. Jay Flores says the 4-year cycle is dead. I gave my interpretation. It's Bitcoin and Jesus only from now on. Well, you need both of them. That's for dang sure. How does Dog make these songs? I don't know how to answer that. Oh yeah, I do have the help of AI. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff to put together very quickly, but very nicely now. Does make it easier to put stuff together. They can get it where we can edit it a little bit more easier and be able to have a little bit more refining on tweaking or correcting mistakes afterward. That would be awesome because there's some of it. There's some mistakes in there if you listen close to some of it. And maybe one of these days I'll edit them when we get to that level. My bad alerts were going off at 4 a.m., says PMO. ICP to 125. That didn't just happen or anything, did it? Ooh, made me nervous there. This is the daily on ICP. What we got going on over here? We got that color code should be a 786. It doesn't look like that's where one would go. I guess it does. I guess I stand corrected, or am I if I was correct to begin with? I stand correct. And reminded. I stand reminded. That 427 area could be taking a hit there. But, and honestly, might as well look at this one down here too. That 886 is 434. Right? 886 is what's 363. I'm sorry, 363 is 886 bid area there. Oh, I forgot about you. I'm looking for I was looking for one of these here patterns right here. I believe you're called a crab. I believe. Or a butterfly. I'm not got used to all these damn names yet. I think butterfly. I think it's a butterfly. Oh, it's a pretty little butterfly. Still haven't really. It did mean to target down here, and that's what I was kind of wondering about. Oh well, it actually I guess it did, didn't it? This is actually a bullish pattern right here. If it met its thing, ICP might still be doing all right. It got back into its bigger, trend line right there, right? And that's what we're retesting right now. This is going to be curious. This one is curious. Swing low to swing high. Tell me why I need to buy. So 618 overlapping with that. Ooh, that would make a nice ABCD pattern, which would take us. Ooh, right here. I got confluence. I don't know what the story would be, but I'm going to make an argument that $13.44 could happen out of this. Sounds crazy. I know everybody's calling for a bull market. The only explanation that I could have is what happened in 2017 after Bitcoin's blow off top. All that money started pouring into altcoins for about 2 or 3 weeks, and we had altcoin fever, and it was awesome. But short-lived for about 3 weeks. The coins just kept running and running. Oh my God, it's at 20% more today? That's crazy. Oh look, it's up 25% today. That's what happened after Bitcoin topped off out in 2017. We didn't get to see that last cycle so much because we had a double top. Altcoins are dead this cycle, so they ain't got nowhere to go but up. Well, they do, because zero is not too... Well, zero is kind of close to a lot of them now. It's getting a little closer to them more than we want to see it be there. But a $13.44, I can see a story if we can just bounce off of this guy. So let me get rid of this guy. So this 444 area, the 618 area, this fib area, if we can do that, and we follow our trend line right here, we got an argument for it to happen, to retest this. Looking at that local pattern there, that was an opening and broadening pattern. Or was a channel if you zoom out. Oh, hell. Let's don't get too damn technical. Just as long as you got two touches on one side, three on the other, you got a valid pattern, and yours might be different than mine. Mine might be bigger than yours. And, you know, whatever. I'm just saying. All right. Another way to look at this. Hell, yours might be bigger than mine. Takes us right up there. I don't know. That's pretty big, though, ain't it? Yeah. About 13. That's 13 right there. Yeah. Yeah. Can you pull out? Can you whip out 13 like that? I'm just saying. Yeah. It's that old turkey leg doing it right there. You see that turkey leg? Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Pull that tape measure out and see how many percents that would be. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're about to be amazed right here. Oh, yeah. Hide the women. All right, so here we. Ooh, look at that. That's 193. Wait a minute. You want me to press it all the way into the turkey bone? Okay, there we go. 194% right there to what is it? 1345 area. If that scenario plays out, all right. I'm throwing that scenario out there because that's damn possible according to what I'm seeing over here. And it looked like it got a nice, good little start there. Hit that first target at 888 and even then some. $9. Make me look stupid? You want to make me look stupid? Come on. All right, so a measure move and all that goodness. We just got to let her see where she's going to park herself here. It's on the daily right now. 50 moving average. We might see it come down. What was that? About 438, 440? Yeah, that might be a scary drop from where we are now. It's another 40%. Oh. ICP looks interesting to me. Let's take a look at Tau. That was a request. I did not forget. I just got sidetracked. This is Tau on the daily, and it looks like we had this area down here at 316, and we're at 327. We're looking at what we were talking about. Was the idea, and there's probably a fib area there too. The idea of breaking out the trend line, coming up, we hit 618, retracing to it, right? Now we did a series, we did a higher high, but it didn't stick, right? So we most likely do have a harmonic variation right there. Now we can look at this as a channel idea, which has a measured move, but that may not be the most accurate way to play this little guy. But hey, just for fun and giggles, let's put it down there. And it says, oh my God, we're coming down to 244 for Tau. I'm like, okay. That's probably why nobody invites you to the parties anymore. Let's see what we got harmonically. He's going to pull out our harmonica. We're going to blues it. Did he blues it? That's a possibility. Okay, and that would... Oh, gosh. Now, that one could... Holy crap, shooters. You got another idea over here, too, that's not quite as drastic. That one could get... That was probably it. Oh, man. I don't want to do it. Does it work? Does it qualify? That's an ugly one if I ever saw it. That's an ugly one. I'm just saying. We would hope that will qualify for a cipher pattern that would let us bounce over here at the 786 at 214. Otherwise, it could turn into something nasty. Why? I didn't expect it. That's just one possibility. Okay. That's some other ideas here. Let's see what else we got. We also had this guy over here, though, right? Now, this is bullish. And this could be our type 2 return. We could come down there, couldn't we? Gosh darn it, you little sucker. Yeah, you actually could come down there. I hope it doesn't. Looks like it's trying to bounce right now, though. For real. All right, from swing low to swing high, tell me where you need to buy your betwixt our fibs. So we're going to put him over here. We're going to put this area over here. We might see 224, 184 out of this as it comes down to retest this idea for this bottom of this pattern, the harmonic pattern that we had that completed back in March. And it perfectly hit the targets too for that too. So I think we still got something harmonically going on here, but it might take I don't know when it will get down here. Right now, she's not wanting to. Let's come down to the 1 hour. You do have a complete ribbon flip that just happened there, and that's not usually to walk away from. Not usually. Except for over here, when we were already trying to climb up through it. We haven't started to do that yet. This area of support might give us a chance to try, right? So we really don't know if we got a bottom yet or not to play with here. That 236 does look like it identified a good area. And we need to see 363, 396. I see that possibility, 396. We got to just confirm that we're actually getting a bottom here. We're just kind of speculating right now. We don't have any confirmations that this is the lowest it's going to go right now. I've got some ideas to look for here to tell us. And oh yeah, it might be. That might be. I believe it might be. See, them fancy pattern thingies, they don't tell me what I see when I do that way. All right, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So a hopeful situation for Tau. Alexa, skip. All right, let's zoom back out here. So if this trend line will hold, maybe it will for now. We got these areas to work our way up to. We could be doing that before we would roll over to this if we're going to do that. If we come back down here, we might not. That wick over here did take care of some things, right? But there's another little variation from that wick up here to here to here that could take us down there. I don't know. Maybe we're just in the process of pulling that off, but right now it says that maybe we can go back up to 364, 397. There's another target just a little higher, the 0.5 fib, that we can check once we start, get some confirmations here. Most of the resistance seems to be coming over here at their bigger moving averages. You can see a little mixed bag of them, the 300, 800, and 600 in that order, which is not bad, not bad. That's a little bit more bullish than than bearish, so that can help kind of get us back over here. About 365. All right, so I see a chance of a bounce over here. See if we got any bullish divergence happening, and you do. Yeah, I do have some bullish divergence right here. Actually, that's some good bullish divergence. So it looks like Tau might be one of them that might be getting a little breakout of this trend line here before long. Is at 328. Like, what we got here? Going up to 10%, 20% right there. I think this one's where this is on the 4-hour chart too. This is Tau. I think these targets are worth sharing with the group over there. Let's take this image. We'll come over to the Telegram group. So those are some local swing targets right there.
Crypto sober, gripping my soul, rising through the red.
ICP broke resistance, headed down, did it?
Let the hope ignite. Crypto sober, my saving light.
I'm on a 3 minute. What were you looking at? I see something totally different going on here. I see support. I see it recovering the 50 and the 100 and trying to climb its way back up through there. It already had a step. It already made a few steps over here, right? She keep trying. She keep trying. That's a bigger area of support right there. Here on the 1 hour, she bounced off to Lucy. I think Lucy can give her a little bit of a way to go here, so maybe she may not make it past 558 or 560, but we might be heading back to that way. That's what it looked like. Got 200 moving average over here. If we talk to one next, it'd be that 100 over here. That's about 558. And then we might pop up and talk to the 200 at 6 if we can get a nice bounce here. Everything looking like it's going to fall down, says R.S. Miller. It does look that way, I gotta say. Not much hanging out all that great over here. Decred's hanging out pretty solid, about $35 so far. He's been holding out. Q&T's been hanging around 80. Go figure that. Zcash, still right at 700. I think it fell down about, I don't know. That one's your trader coin right there. Zcash is your trader coin. It's got the volatility and the nice range to make some gains on it. If you can catch it at the right time and catch it on the right side, that one can be interesting. Cause she just a going. She just a keep on the trucking. That's gotta be over for it. Well, apparently not. Just keeps getting targets after targets after targets, right? But look at the range. Look at the range that it's in. Maybe that's a good way to look at it right now. Let's get that out of here. But from the bottom here up to the top, that's 54%. And from top side to downside, about 40% on the overall. Yeah, you can do some stuff with that now. On spot or with leverage, but curving going on here. Still riding that non-moving average, just still holding it. I don't see how. It's in a rising channel right now, and that they do lean a little bearish. I'm just saying, they don't usually. They're not the most famous ones for going to the upside. Look at the flag to the upside. It might be, it could be. If something doesn't validate it, at least you got touches on trend lines that actually touch something. Gosh darn it. That's a come up from some of these places that I've seen. I would argue that if you look back, on the 4 hour, we had that. There could be a situation we come down and talk this 50 moving average, and we come down and talked about that $595, $600 area if we don't hold that non-moving average. I don't know if I see enough here holding it or not. We can come down to the 1 hour, and that's not solid price structure right there. She lost it here. So what can we do? I mean, we can do anything, man. We can bounce all the way and touch it up here at $800 to still be under that trend line, but she's just not very defined at the moment. She's still trying to figure things out. So sometimes I'll look on the other side and it'll make a little bit more sense. And I think we found it. For right now anyway. It's a very steep channel. Chances of it holding up is not too great, but it does have some more upside than not side. I just gotta say, I don't know if I would expect it to go too far upside though. Alexa skip. I guess it's country night tonight. All right, so if everything went hunky-dory and, you know, we get rainbows and sunshine and unicorns and everything tomorrow, I could see an argument that we could go to $790 on Zcash and 838? But usually these channels, like we see that, you know, they mature and they'll go to a different. It's kind of a steep angle, right? We would kind of expect it to kind of mature out a little bit, maybe even fall back to its old. But right now, it's respecting it. Haven't broken, so we got a trend line idea to watch. And break a trend line, no bueno. Ichimoku kind of likes it though. It's trying to curve up over here. Now we might get a surprise little pump there. What are you looking like on the 15-minute? What you got over here for me? 200 moving average. That all you got? You could wick off there, but come on, you've already done it over here. Stop faking around and kind of do something. What about the 6-minute? What you got to tell me? Shake them down. Oh, look at you. You're bouncing off the 360. A little beneath the trend line kind of idea here. Can you give me something a little bit more? Are you being tricky? I don't know. Let's see what she does. Oh, yeah. Snap. Look at that. What are we looking at? Zcash? You're at 700 again? You little sneaky little... What the hell, Zcash? Come on, man. How's our Zcash looking? Oh. I'd buy more if I could. You know I would. Might be able to. Oh, no! It's rotting you a trend line of mine. She went to a 0.5 Fibonacci, getting back into the possibly subjective looking trend line here on the smaller time frame, right? Put it on somewhere else. Come on, Zcash. Let's keep this party bumping, baby. Come on, bounce off this trend line. Let's keep this channel alive. Let's go to 838. I want to see it happen. I think Zcash might have a little more gas in her tank. Hey, Strega, what's up, Strega? JP says Alibaba to use JP Morgan coin. No, get back up to that 50. That 50 moving average for Bitcoin. Strega says it doesn't matter to him. Let's see. Dogecoin to the moon. Nightbot definitely has a crush on Chris Klein. I've heard of Roblox. Is that a game? No, is it Roblox is a game? And Roblox mine rocks and you can convert it, cash it out of it. Huh. Chris is getting into mining. I wouldn't mind getting back into it at some point. That was part of the plan. I just never really got to that part of the market where all the only thing missing from this cycle so far is you know, all this stuff. Not seeing a whole lot of that going on right now. Because these altcoins have been like a parasite against Bitcoin, sucking all the value. April 2028 says Dream Tanks. That's tomorrow. Chris is doing Mira Network, Pi Network, DNet Storage, Roblox, Ruby, and 2 other Satoshi miners. Hanston says, I still having to get a couple of Road Dawg stage jackets. I love the stage jackets. Can't find enough of them. Can't find any more that I really like either. I converted some of that harmonic data to usable sticky note cheat sheets, but y'all have to decide what time frame and what fib extension to use. Girl. Bull cheese. Well, I'm way back in this, aren't I? Let me see what we got going on over here. I was trying to see if it was what? Okay, I'm part of a conversation I haven't read enough about there. Ever since I started this adventure, mining has been a dream and a passion of mine. It's fun. I'll miss it. And I do have 2 Caspa miners running over here, and I forget about them. And gosh darn it, they hardly turn anything anymore. Wait forever for the payouts to trickle over to the wallet, which I'm like, oh wow. Hey, 30 Caspa. That was worth the wait. The miners are never, well, we can't say never, but I can say very rarely will they ever perform as well as they will than the first day that you start, the first week or whatever that you plug them in. Your first season, whenever you get them, that's about as best as they're going to do. They just can go downhill from there. There's always that new one that's new and better and faster. Zcash to $900, says RS Miller. Let's see what might be pumping away. We went an hour tonight, so I'm still on schedule as long as I don't get too crazy here. Dash has been having a little bit of a hiccup. Let's take a look at that one. These are some that have been outperforming Bitcoin some, right? And those are the ones that I'm very interested in. I'd say a lot of other people are interested in that too. If we're trying to grow some Bitcoin bags, and still do that. And trading Bitcoin pairs. And if we are in a bear market, we can start shorting some of these altcoins because they tank. But right now, looking at Dash, 6 minutes, I see some bullish stuff here. So here's our, well, here we go. Here's our harmonic pattern playing out. I'm still looking for 116 out of Dash. We just had our first hiccup here at the 382 area where we just couldn't get past it or hold it or anything. And looks like we did our, look, there's 5 Elliott waves there. Elliott, what do you say? Do you see it, Elliott? Tell me, Elliott. Elliott, you're such a bummer. You're such a bummer, Elliott. Why you think we're coming back down to $69? Or 78? Elliott. That's why we're not having Thanksgiving dinner. So we had a trend line, lost a trend line. You can also say this idea, just take a standard measure move from that, put it over here. Also giving us those areas that we got. Well, let's see what we got going on here, Bubba. You're taking me down to the 786 or the area to $70. That starting to become a real possibility now. Bearish retest idea of the trend line. I agree. I think it's a 5-wave with ABC correction. This was one, and one way that we can do it is, well, actually do an ABCD. And that does take us down here to our harmonic area. About $70 out of, what is this, Dash? Could be happening. May not happen all at once, but that's one scenario that we're looking at there. And even the trend line bearish retest, that gives us a great idea for that. The other scenario. Yeah, is there another scenario? Was it that 0.5 will hold? Maybe. We got to have a miracle over here. That means we got to go from this body to that wick, and there's our trend line, which will give us 3 touches if we do that. Makes it valid. So this is the other idea that we got, where we make our 3rd touch and bounce here off the 0.5 fib. That should be a purple line or something. And then we can make some pretty cool. That could get us up here to those bigger targets right there. Measure move take us up 125. If that will play out, that would be an AB equals CD play. So curious to see what happens here with you. Well, 83 hold. Are we going to break it? We can come down to 71. Man, I can see I really do see the argument for 71, especially after this, and it can do a type 2 return back here. I don't think we'll see 56. Don't mean it's not part of the program there, but this is still good. That means it's still got legs. She just got to go through a little correction right now. And again, Elliot also suggested right down to this area too. 69 is what he's coming up with. Aw, that cute. That must be true then. It got the magical crypto numbers. Around the first week of October, maybe last week of September, all the people, or all the above, people never thought we jumped into Bitcoin. People I never thought would jump into Bitcoin has, and there were some incredibly broke people. I don't know what's sad about that. When we were topping out, people, because of, there was a lot of flags to the upside at that point too. And that's when they would come back and tell you that, well, if you've been in my trading group on the 1 minute chart, we told you when to get it. You're like, oh, so you come back and you log in or trading group or whatever. You're like, 6 hours away from whatever they were doing. Oh, you're watching the 1 minute and giving what? I don't know. I don't know how that would work for them. I never did understand those explanations they would give. So maybe it's best not to be selling them flags so hard. Zcash has been respectful of that trend line for the most part. Zcash is strong. He said, Tal looking good. Tal looking interesting. I pulled out of my dash trade before I caught, but it ran up a little from my original entry, but it's down now. Yeah, I would like to see Dash do good. I would have got a Dash play, but after seeing this, I probably need to, where we got 82? Make sure I got some stop losses set there on this one. I don't want to be caught ripping my pants down again, because that's bad. I had a pendle position, and I don't have a pendle position anymore. I'm kind of pissed about that. Hey, Dash, where'd you go? I better still have... Okay, there you are. Oh, you're doing good. My risk level's 180%. That's a pretty gosh darn good for what I got going on over here. I think I already got... No. Okay. Get my stop market there. What are we looking at? My main would want to be below this $82 area, so... So that way, if we drop below this, and especially if it drops below that trend line, technically I can put one at 84 if I ain't want to jinx it. They like to come and wick me if I go too crazy. Yeah, I don't like that either. Pisses me off. We're on the 5 minutes. See if you can get a little bouncy here. What's this one? 84? Don't want to see you break that one either. Drop below the Lucy line. That means this little guy down here, 83, is on the he's on the table. Hope we don't break this bigger trend line. Dash. What is popping off right now? Anything popping off? Got some green over here on the hour. They squeeze at 171. What a bargain. AVAX is 15. It got a little bit lower, didn't it? Wasn't it like at 13? No, 1464. Got a little bit cheaper there, didn't it? Now it already gained up $1. Hey man, don't sound like much, but it makes a difference. It's been very choppy and very frustrating when it's choppy like this. We're at support levels on the weekend and don't know what the hell it's going to do. If it's going to break them or hold them. That should be the name of the game. Break them or hold them. Are we on the 5 minute? Is that why everything looks so... I'm on a small time frame over here again. Alright, so Bitcoin, how have you performed? You got rejected at the 618, it looks like, and that's expected. That's normal. Didn't quite make it up to the 786 fib area there, and that's okay, but we need this one. We need this. We need that 97. That's what we need now. And we also need to hold this guy, which looks like we have right there. Oh, snap! So 0.5 looks like we came back to that. Got a golden cross here, the 50 crossing the 200. This is on the 6 minute time frame, by the way. Let's compare our trend lines here. Are we still within? We got some wicks down here. We got some wiggle room, but man, I don't want to get too crazy with it. That's still valid. We can adjust that a little bit. Bodies the bodies and wicks the wicks. That's still a steep channel. And some people, yeah, I think a lot of people will be saying, look at the rising wedge to the left side. That can be. It can be a lot of things. Some people would be trying to see a head and shoulder there. I hope not, because the one that I would see that would be valid would be us coming back down like this and then doing that. But there might be. There's you might have that. But the one that I like the most, I gotta say, is if we zoom out, look at this trend line. I remember zooming out on the 6 minute, we didn't go very far. But this is a breakout of that and a retest and going above. I hope we don't come back down and retest any more of it. That would suck. But I guess we can look over here at these trend lines about where some resistance is coming in. And at 96.2. That should be about our 886 Fibonacci area right over here. Aren't you? Come on. Swing high to swing low. So we could have just did that and nailed that target. 96.210, 96.236. So I'm getting some confidence for that little guy right there. I like to look for confluence. Confluence helps me be more accurate. At least that's what I think. Alright, so we pushing toward 96. We need to. We need to break his last. Need to get back to 97. If we're going to be really bullish, we need to come back over to the $100,000 area, because that was a Fibonacci area that we lost. Also, the Fibonacci bumped my head on, or if I don't get past it, my ass could be coming down lower. So maybe we go to the 88, 84,000 if we can't get back. But I would anticipate us to at least come back and touch 100,000. That makes damn good sense. And it doesn't feel like we might. Some people feel like we'd never do it again, right? Like, oh no, we're going down. We haven't retested that area. That's an important area. Even right here, that last retest right there, that was kind of important. I think we can come back up there and do it. I don't think that took care of it, right? It just designated this as a nice support resistance flip area. And the fact that we bounced off this trend line here and we're making a channel that is a downward channel, and they break to the upside about 64% of the time, I believe. Doubling that measure move starts getting us up to 100,000. That would be a good thing for us to see this week. I don't know if we'll break above it. If we do, that'll get a lot of people bullish. To get up there to the 100,000 as we zoom out here, so we got trend lines we got to break out of. Falling wedges to the upside. That's where we would start looking for this little guy, about 104, becoming a possibility. So, is it all over? It feels like it's all over, and everybody's telling us it's all over, but we got some things that are still not bad. Now, I don't know if this is going to be a dead cat bounce where we go up and then roll over, but this is a time I see an opportunity for the people that think the bear market is here to at least de-risk coming up, and we get, but hell, honestly, if we get back up above 100,000, I don't think it's over. But we got some metrics we can watch along the way. That $100,000 area being the first one, the first to check off our list. Like, well, let's say this may not be over. Getting rejected at the 100,000. Like, you know, see a couple of days go by and we're like, oh man, yeah, that's she ain't trying to get back above it anymore, is she? Then maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. But just to expect it just to go down and expect it to keep going down straight on a Sunday night and into Monday and the Tuesday into Wednesday. Now, but they do like to make it go down on Sundays, low liquidity, when there's nobody here to defend these areas and they get to play their games. So I think we got to see some whale games going on for what I think we've been seeing it go on for a damn minute or two. Whether this bull run is over, I don't know, but we have completed the 4-year time cycle on it. So, I mean, that's a fact. The 4-year period is over. So this is an extended cycle. And we're falling prey to that. It's going to go to 200,000 by December. I haven't heard any of that come out. Nobody's brave enough to say that right now after the big drop we had. Maybe we go for another all-time high. We got the last little leg. This was the bitchin' little squeeze. Maybe we can get to 138 or something. I'm not looking for much more than we had some targets, maybe up to 160 something on some variations, right? The areas that could be on the table. I don't know. As we go into Q1 of next year, I'd say we can probably see more activity in Q1 if we're extending the cycle, or if this bullish part is, got one more little jump up. But altcoins, man, I don't think anybody's got altcoins figured out. No, I don't think a damn person's got any altcoins figured out, because they've just been breaking all the rules, all the OG rules, and mostly just because we're so saturated, I believe, and I don't think that's going to change whatsoever. So fundamentals seem to play. Tokenomics, from what you can see right now, play a huge thing. And the coins that are being chased and the ones that are performing right now, winning against Bitcoin, have excellent tokenomics, meaning most of them have just 21 million coins like Bitcoin. Yeah. It's the ones out here with the 50, 40, 80 billion, trillion coins that are jamming up the system right there. No, they're not doing much of anything. Even look at XRP. If it didn't have so many coins, that sucker be trucking, right? But no, she's just all jammed up there. Okay, that's like goo. I'm in the blob. There's too many coins. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and cut this one off. 27 people, thank you for being here. I'll catch up with the chat, but I'm trying not to do a 2-hour stream tonight. Sunday, it's the Lord's Day anyway, and we're just watching Bitcoin. I got to see what it can do. I'm not calling for no bear market yet, and we are below the 50 daily moving average, or the weekly moving average, but we got a week to try to neutralize that, right? Let's see what we can do this week. Right now, we're catching at an area of support. It's been teasing us, but we're back above it. And as long as we're above this yellow line, which is 94,000, we got a chance to come back up and test 100,000. And we can use that opportunity as we get closer to 100,000 to de-risk, if we're of the idea. I know I'm repeating it, but people need to keep hearing this, right? If it wants to, oh my gosh, can you not work for me? If it wants to come up and roll over, and it could either double bottom, that's the hopium scenario, or more likely come down and work its way down to this $83,000 area. Especially if we are in a bear market, we'll start seeing more bearish price action. And you got to play that a little bit different. When flags to the upside don't flag to the upside hardly any, and any rejections you get are felt. Those days of where you'd be underneath a trend line and kind of ride along with it, like this one. I don't know. I don't have a good example. Bear market kind of like this. If you you're lucky if you get a retest at all. Sometimes it's just, we broke the trend line. Oh no! It's very generous when they can give you a nice little retest that you can work to the way down. So certain things we'll be looking for in price action. But right now, she's got a chance. She's trying to do something. So is it real or is it not? Well, if we look at the volume, it does make it look a little suspect. So we need to take... What's it talking about? You got rising price action right here. Here on the 15 minute. Can we see it? Can we do it? Can I? Okay, let me clear the chat out. All right, do you see this area right down here? Yeah, okay, so that's trailing down, right? Very, very, very sharply trailing down, actually. Trailing down pretty gosh darn sharply. That's trailing down, but yeah, this is going up. So there's a divergence right there between those two, meaning that this price action that's pushing us up is not really pushing us up. It's more the market makers backing off on their ask price, right? They're backing off on their sell price. They're not selling as much at the lower prices because they're wanting to get more money out of you. So the more we can chase up, maybe to 100,000 again, then let's slam them down. Then we might be looking at something like that, or 96,000 in our case if we're looking locally here. So we gotta be cautious of that. we still not really put in any higher highs over here. And until we do that, and that's pretty much us getting above 100,000. Until we start knocking out these other areas, then we gotta assume that maybe we are on a downward trajectory. Our hope is the 618. If the 618's ever going to pull through for us for a local pattern, then that was from our bigger bottom up to our high, I think from 74 up to 127. This is the 618 of it, I believe. Or it's a 618, I believe that's the numbers that we pulled from. This is the time for it to hold. So that's the hopium we got. Guys, going to the end screen for real? That's not it. Sean. Good ass coffee. Oh, we didn't do any commercials tonight. Oh, there's a point to talk about. All right, so if we're pissing China off again, they might start. It seems like when we piss China off with tariffs and stuff like that, they start selling on us with crypto. If you haven't noticed, there are a lot of big whales over in China with crypto. I know they say it's illegal, whatever. I think they can weaponize crypto here, but they sold off last time we got into a little tariff tiff with them, and if we keep doing that, I think it sounds like we might have some shenanigans going over there. It's going to need some retaliation, so they might be raining down on us. That's why I was kind of curious. I was kind of expecting the dump to happen or later tonight. Might still, who knows? Only 4 likes. What the hell?
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
No time for sleep. We hours on the cycle's cruise spin. Is this the trap or where the bears win? Chase the dawn, but the dumps are low. Outcomes bleed where the gains go. Frustration builds, exhausted in the grind.
Make bubs.
Leave us blind. Watch the wheel splash in the dark. Crypto's curves tearing us apart. Chase the dawn. Is it trap or the end? Hope's a whisper, but we better not break. Hold the flame, Q4's golden dawn breaks white. Lambos roar through streets of victory, right? Crystal ocean shimmer, parties blazing in the sun. Unicorns gallop free, well for everyone.
That's a fun word to say.
Rainbows burst alive, hope's electric surge. Through the midnight dumps will emerge. Chase the dawn, but the dumps are low.
Everybody needs some hands-on experience, though, in my personal opinion. I don't know if I've got it queued up over here or not. I don't really have this one set up to where I can do requests that easy. Let me see. Do I have it on here? And then I gotta see which version that. I think it's the one I released that. No, I haven't released that one yet, so I don't know which version that we heard.
Chasing shadows on the screen. Stars were about to align.
Let's see.
Moonshot calling my name. Felt like it was time.
Let's see. Here's. I got 2 different versions. I don't know which one is the.
Promise fan the bag, said we level up loud. Nice in the DM, squad yelling diamond hands. Bought the hype on leverage, moon under command. Coffee hot, wife's vibe strong, kids dreaming big screens. Hype train full speed, chasing those crypto dreams. FOMO in the air, dips looking.
Started in the trailer, bill stacked to the roof. Bitcoin was a whisper, but I heard the truth.
One cold winter night, click the orange buy, $10 in the coal mine dust to the digital gold, Bitcoin changed my life. Now the story's told.
Bitcoin changed my life. From the dirt to the sky, one side at a time. Watch the freedom fly.
Bitcoin changed my life. Put the chains in the past. Every block a promise, every TX built to last. Bitcoin changed my life. In the light we stand. Paid the kids' braces, bought the wife a ring. No more overtime, no more broken springs.
From the food stamp line to the open road, Bitcoin's the engine lighting in the load. Neighbors call it crazy, but the proof's in the pay. Bitcoin changed my life, leading the way.
The chain don't break, it's a bond we share.
Bitcoin's the promise in the open air.
Every voice together, every hand in hand. Bitcoin changed my life. From the dirt to the sky, one Saturday at a time. Watch the freedom fly. Bitcoin changed my life. Put the chains in the past. Every block a promise, every TX built to last. Bitcoin changed my life. In the light we stand. Bitcoin changed my life. Bitcoin changed my life.
All right, so here's another version of it right behind it. I think it's a little bit more mellow.
Started in the trailer, bills stacked to the roof. Bitcoin was a whisper, but I heard the truth.
One cold winter night, cut the orange by. $10 in the wallet, didn't know why. From the coal mine dust to the digital gold, Bitcoin changed my life. Now the story's told.
Bitcoin changed my life. From the dirt to the sky, one cent at a time. Watch the freedom fly. Bitcoin changed my life. Put the chains in the past. Every block of promise, every TX built to last. Bitcoin changed my life. In the light we stand.
That would be nice for a short squeeze.
Paid the kids' braces, bought the wife a ring. No more overtime, no more broken spring. From the food
What was that
stamp
up for
line
that?
to the
Almost 70, 97,000 right in that area. They were hoping that would go to anyway.
Neighbors call it crazy,
Maybe it'll
but
get
the
there.
proof's in the pay. Bitcoin changed my life, leading the way.
Chain don't break, it's a bond we share.
Bitcoin's a promise in the open air.
Every voice together, every hand in hand.
Bitcoin changed my life. From the dirt to the sky. One
That'd be nice if I quit getting wrecked.
Watch freedom fly. Bitcoin changed my life. Put the chains in the past. Every block of promise, every TX built to last. Bitcoin changed my life. In the light we stand.
Bitcoin changed my life, from the dirt to the sky, one set at a time, watch the freedom fly. Bitcoin changed my life, put the chains in the past, every block a promise, every TX built to last. Bitcoin changed my life, and the life